Hi YouTube, how are you doing? I'm doing okay. Um, I was going to show you this. I thought since I have a dress on today, I'll wear my, I don't know if you can see the tooling on there. Yeah, you can. Isn't that pretty? That's my sterling silver chain. Chains keep us together, running in the shadows. Kind of what my topic today is, talking about, who's deserving of, you may be the most generous person on the planet. Say, like, if you come into my house, and if you smoke cigarettes, if you're out of cigarettes, or if I'm smoking herb, I'd give you your own little bowl, your own little pipe, and whatever. I'd wash it for you and set things up for you with a lighter and beverages and anything you need. Even if you need clothes, whatever you need, if you're around money, if I have it and you need it, I mean, not big amounts. I'm not rich, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a greedy person. But for generations now, or generations, decades now, um, people think, well, like even the Spirit of God is obligated to show you the way. You were told that you'll do greater things even than Christ did. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. That's not even my topic. My topic is people that think they're obligated to my pattern. Do it for yourself. If you're on the same frequency, you're going to be getting that pattern. But first, you're going to realize that I took beatings and broken bones and other shit, the pain I suffered in place of other people to get to where I'm at. And that's something you don't understand. And it's not given freely, no matter what you think. And you can put me down, call me selfish, greedy, anything you want to call me. And I don't care on that note. So I usually don't wear jewelry, and I'll tell you why too, real quick. And I'm going to get back to ragging on your fucking asses or the people who deserve it that think, that even a frequency is free, or you could tap in on that. No. Let me see what I was gonna say. Just a minute. Oh, I've been thinking about it all night, so just give me a moment here. Um, I'll get back to where I was. It is a little hot out, so I might turn my air conditioner on later, maybe. But yeah, I'll get there. Oh yeah, I usually don't wear jewelry. Um, the dark force can use metals, fingernail polish, makeup, fragrances. Oh, boy, that was cute, huh? Clothing, with especially like nylon or polyester or mixed things. These things carry frequencies that can be used in witchcraft. There's a whole list, especially if you got something from somebody, you know. So yeah, I rarely wear things. I have some all kinds of jewelry. I gave a bunch away, but um I also let people know, beware when you're wearing these things. I mean, sure, it can like guard you from things too. It could, if you know how to treat that energy. Boy, talking about treating energy. God knows I'm secluded from other people sponging off my energy. I'm not your blueprint. You're your own blueprint. And if you can't tap in to the Spirit of God on your own, I'm not your mommy. In fact, I'm not anybody's mommy. Not anymore. Hey, When people shun me, you shun me, I'm fucking done with you. What right do you think you have to not even address me as a human being and want to take my energy from what I've developed? You couldn't handle the pain and still be laughing? Oh, no way. Nope. Chosen? What's chosen? Somebody that refuses to quit? That's my inner integrity. That's me. You can't put it on like a pair of pants, you know? If I choose to share some advice or intuition or insight with people, that is out of the kindness of my heart. But for it just to be expected, like God chose you to be the blueprint, are you sure you know what the f- you're talking about? It's on an individual basis. Now, if you believe that Jesus is your Lord and Savior, then He's your blueprint. Got that? I've been told I'm rather mean, so I'm not nice enough to be your blueprint. You go find that polished cupcake to be your blueprint, cuz I'm not fitting that bill. I never will practice to be a fake ass on this planet. Never. Not that I haven't been. Not that I don't have manners or elegance or couldn't do all that. I don't want to. Nobody deserves that out of me. You deserve, most people deserve the warrior in me. So I just need to clear some things up that people think that they're taken for granted, that has been totally cut off from you because of the decades that it's been ignored. And you think that's not a real thing. Well, you're going to find out it is. You want to shun me? Exclude me? Fine. I shun and exclude you too. That's the way I operate. That's pretty human, isn't it? Nobody is chosen from God as his blueprint for other people. I don't know where people got this fantastic idea, but that's not the way it works. You hear what's inside of you and you move on the spirit you're listening to. And if that offends me, you don't get what's mine. You don't like my cuss words. You don't like my smoking. You don't like me. There you go. Feelings mutual. So why would I give something to somebody that I don't even like, that doesn't even like me? I wouldn't. I mean, I'd feed you if you were hungry. I might even give you a little bit of herb or smoke or some clothes, but it wouldn't be any like I, no, uh-uh. You could just eat something and then leave, you know, really. Like I'm obligated to. It's like when I went like all the classes and courses I've taken, like whether it was nursing or food service or psychological training or my um dealer's license or my contractor's license, that my achievements, what am I supposed to do? Go frame up a house for you and show you how to do it and give you that instruction for free? Oh, thanks for letting me use you, Grandma. Yeah, you're fucking welcome, right? No, it doesn't work like that. Nothing does. It's not free. It's not just a given, and I am not obligated. I'm obligated to God, period. If you can hear that frequency from Him, that's where you get it. You don't get it from me. If you feel that in me, that's good. Still not me. So I just want you to know, okay, if I know something you can gather and you're a decent human being, I'm more than happy to share that with you. But if you think that's expected, because I've made my way in ways people wouldn't even do, you wouldn't walk into the fire with no fear. No, you wouldn't. And have I physically? Sure have, more than once. Actually, too, I was a junior firefighter. I'm not joking around with you. I've actually walked through fire more than once and on hot coals. It's mind over matter, you know? I think it was about, oh, what we have, about 20 feet of hot coals. Not everybody made it. You don't want to stop in the middle, that's for sure. But yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what people do with their spirituality too. They just stop in the middle when things get hard. Then they cry out to God. Sometimes you can't cry out to God. He's sick of your shit. You need to do it for yourself. I'm not saying that I haven't been carried or that I'm not watched over, but not and yes, it's somewhat in a physical sense, but not like you would think. So, yeah. Anyway, ooh, I have a bruise. I have a lot of bruises all the time. That's because I do a lot of stuff. I do bruise pretty easy anyway, but yeah, who gives a fuck, right? Maybe all my injuries made me who I am, huh? Or maybe she was born with it. Yeah. If I'm me and I've always been me and I haven't changed and I won't change, then how did I get elevated? Answer me that one, will you? Because I'm not elevated. I'm not even here. Whatever. But I shared a couple of videos last night that I thought was pretty important for people to understand that the God of this world, who you call God and who you call Christ, is not who Christ and God are. So it might help you out, but time is up and you'll find out anyway where my heart is. And it isn't with anything evil. What has, I mean, talk about Antichrist. What's been going on this world? The Antichrist comes first. Well, hello. Anybody notice anything really weird about this world? You know, I have. I've rebelled against it my entire life, and I've taken some real, not just flack. There's not a human being I've met that cannot be swayed by the dark force that has it in for me. And that includes people that think they're obligated, or I'm obligated, or you're worthy for my blueprint. A fucking blueprint? I'm a human being. But I've never been treated like one. And now you expect me to turn around and just say, oh, from the grace of God, here you go. Here's my map. No, I'm not leaving you no fucking map. Do it yourself like I did. Because you're not willing to take the beatings and stand up for yourself in the face of danger. That's why. Whether you're a weakling or a coward, I don't care. I've been standing up to this and taking beatings all my life. In fact, right now I'm nursing an old injury that I got when I was about 4 that acts up sometimes on me because somebody did something really heinous to me when my light was shining too brightly for their fucking asses. But, oh, you wouldn't swear if you went through decades of that. Nah, you'd be so gracious and polished, and you'd be letting your lovely little light shine for the whole world to see, handing out paper maps or sending them emails with your fucking map in group sessions, you know? Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, if I like you and I can do something to help you, I'm going to. But I just don't like people that think that um, I'm obligated to them in any way, and you don't even fucking like me. If I want to put on the polish, you wouldn't even fucking recognize me. But I'm not talking to people like that. I'm talking to the ones that have been too broken to put their polish on. And I know what I'm talking about is clear, you know? Oh, anyway. Well, it's almost the 4th of July, whatever that means to people, you know? Independence, right. Like that's a real thing, you know? I don't think so. Whatever freedom means, right? Yeah. Well, I'm about as free as it gets. I mean, although I've been stalked and targeted heavier than anybody on the planet, no matter what you say. I mean, it all hurts, I'm sure, but you still haven't done it like I have, you know. And I'm just doing it for the recovery of one heart, nobody else's. If they hear that interchange and can vibe on that frequency, then you're a part of that family. That's who you are. And I'm still not obligated to you with your snotty fucking shit. You're not perfect, aren't I? In what way? Yeah. You tell me your perfection over mine. That's what I want to know. What's perfect for you surely isn't perfect for me. I can guarantee you that with my life. You must be talking to somebody else because I think more of myself than that. Because when I look in people's eyes and can read their souls, they know what perfection is. and who's actually scrutinizing them and why I am. So, what's perfection, right? And what's love got to do with it? Nothing. You expect me to love your dumbass while you overlook me as a human being. And I'm sure some of you have gone through that type of thing too. It's like, oh, look at she or he can do it. Let's go ask him. And you're always the one. Let's go ask them, you know? Gets a little sickening. Oh, they can do it. Ask here, tell Mikey. Mikey can eat it, you know? Remember that life commercial? Ask Mikey. You know? It really does get old. You don't know how many hundreds of times not only have I done other people's work, but accomplished things that other people don't do because either out of laziness or lack of knowledge or whatever it was. And how did I do it when they wouldn't? It surely wasn't because they were more battered. You're just making excuses for yourself for being lame. You don't need no map to be a decent human being. And if you were, you still wouldn't need a map or anybody else's. You'd just be there. That's not elevating yourself, that's being down to earth. I don't owe anybody anything. I never have. I even worked when I was a kid. My first job, I was 9. I did so many things, you wouldn't even believe it. I never had anybody to depend on and fall back on. And yes, I feel like there's uh spirits that have been looking out for me, some out of their own interests and some for my good, but telling me what I'm going to do or when I'm going to do it, or keeping certain truths or facts that I already know away from me, telling me you're secluding me to keep me safe when I live with Satan, giving him the chance to help his children by example. And I'm still not obligated. I'm doing a favor for people. I'm not obligated. And I don't like you for saying it. And for the people that are keeping truths about me from me, and the Jesuits started teaching me, and yes, I had to run away. I wish I hadn't, I had to, but I had to. I had to go divorce the Masons. I had to take them to court as a child and get emancipated, divorce them, with never anybody to fall back on, ever. Not for a laugh, not for a day of saying, gee, I just really needed somebody to talk to. Yeah. Do you have that? Have you ever had that? The only time I've ever had any help is when somebody wanted something or wanted to try and manipulate or control what I'm doing. And that You think I'm obligated to people that are keeping things from me or trying to keep me in my place to fucking control me? Ever had somebody try to control you? Not bad if you're a little kid. A little different when you're almost 70. Well, I'm 67, but be a lot different if I was 4. So who are you protecting? Me or you? Yeah. For the people that are still keeping parts of my truth from me that I already know, I fucking hate you and you're going to pay for that shit. You don't take a grown person, any human being, and keep their history from them and think it's a joke or think that you have some sense of control over them when you don't. That's a fraction and an infraction that you're going to pay for dearly because I already know myself. I always have. So I'll have another cigarette in front of you and then call it a day here or call it something. Maybe some of you can totally relate. And I was a good teacher, don't get me wrong. I mean, I worked in I worked in 3 different schools. 4. And that's not including Head Start in the church and let's see what else. Anything else? Oh yeah. Um preschool. So like about 6 different somewhat teaching positions, you know. So yeah, I mean, and I am a good teacher, but these were children I was teaching, not adults that had the same opportunities to rise. And like I said, if you had combated like I have and had these pains I live with, you wouldn't take it lightly. And being secluded, that's a physical pain. You hurt my heart. Have fun, because I'm going to have fun paying you back for that shit. And don't think I won't. I'm only kind and nice to people who are kind and nice to me, not some ragbag off the street that thinks that they're more polished than I am because I swear. Isn't that beautiful? What would I do without my swear words? I'd probably sound like you. Yeah, I would. I mean, I don't swear every day. Don't get me wrong, people. I'm in a mood. People have pushed me to that point, with their bullshit, treating me like I'm obligated to do them a favor or a solid when they're not solid. I could fly right through your stupid ass and you wouldn't even know I had been there and left a note. Grow up. Because I'm surrounded by cowards. They're always brave in groups, but one on one, they have problems with me. Yeah. I mean, there's people that knew me that probably never even heard me cuss because they never gave me a reason. But there's plenty of reasons that I've heard lately from people, you know. And one of them is treating somebody like they're not a human being, but they're your map. Excuse me? No. Excuse you. Go sit at the kids' table. So anyway, on a happier note, what's everybody doing for the 4th of July? If you're um, a United States citizen, are you celebrating our great country? It's beautiful, for sure. Great. Mm. Leave something to be desired. Like my lack of polish. Oh, that just kills me. Uh, that's the main reason I'm not like that. That's exactly it. Just that right there, saying that I'm not something that I've never strived to be. They tried to push me into being that. I mean, like with ballet lessons and modeling classes and, orchestra and everything, all these polished situations, you know. No thanks. And it isn't because I was unruly or wild or anything. I was really well behaved till I couldn't stand anymore. And then I started turning it on them. They didn't like that. They like to control me. They like to keep things from me because of the danger. Believe me, you're creating more danger by excluding me than you ever would by including me. I take care of people when I like them. you know. That's my message for today. And you can keep playing, keep thinking, keep listening to your Baphomet fuckwad that is your God, because my God doesn't tell you to keep me quiet or secluded or protected. Protected? What the fuck? Wow. The only reason I'm still standing right now is because people are afraid of my physical aspect, not just my mind. It's not your protection or an angel's protection or anybody else. It's been me. And a lot of your protection has been me. If you can say the same, if you actually foresaw something that was going to happen to me and um, rerouted that energy somehow with prayer or whatever, and I'm mistaken about somebody listening personally, all the grace to you. Then you're excluded in my disdain with the other one's bullshit. You go find your polished piece of crap and pattern your life after that. I only give my elegance where it's merited, and I haven't seen a lot of anybody that deserves that. Few here and there. Some are so rough around the edges and so beaten and downtrodden that a polished person would walk right past their Christ and tell them they're not polished. But they want the map. That's fucking retarded right there. That's about as crazy as you get. Wow. Anyway, so I'm going to get this uploaded. I wanted to make it perfectly clear. I am not obligated to anybody for any reason except for God. And if you're on that frequency and you can tune in to that feeling, that connection, then you're doing okay. You don't need me. If you're listening to me because you think you're going to learn something, you might. Yeah, you might. But insulting me and keeping things from me or pretending that I'm blessed and secluded and covered and that's the reason why nobody will get close to me. You can go fuck yourself. I'm still a human being. I'm a woman. And you will pay for your pain that you caused me. Fuck you. Go pretend with somebody else. My God doesn't allow it. Maybe yours does. I don't exclude people. People. So anyway, I want to make that clear. Nobody's protecting me from anything. Like I said, I'm not saying God never has. He's helped me out of some really, really weird situations. But you're not God, and you're listening to the dark force. No one is meant to be excluded with a good heart. You're fucking whacked. You better search your soul before you spit those empty words at me again. Maybe that's your life. Maybe you're accepting of it. I'm not. I grew up alone. You have no clue. I've been alone all my life with no human connection. Decades without a kind word or a hug or anything. And you want my map? Plus the physical brutality, the poisonings and the fumigation and the different things that have happened to me all the time. You have no clue. Don't tell me who's protecting me because it's not always a thing. Or everything happens for a reason. No, that's not true either. It can turn out to be for a reason, but it wasn't started as a reason. And we all know that's true too. But I mean, enough's enough. That's why I've closed off my energy for those that aren't worthy. And you're not getting there. You are not getting past my boundaries with your bullshit. Like I said, go follow your polished ones that you admire so dearly because you don't fit in my regime. So, anyway, well, I'm going to get this uploaded, everybody. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good night or day wherever you're at.